In this video, I'd like to demonstrate how to load samples from your Akai sampler, which might have a CD player, a CD-ROM, which I have here, which is the CD3000i. And what happens when you've got another sampler such as the 3200 XL, okay, and when you've only got one zip disk. Okay, so what I've done here is to connect some SCSI cables at the back. Okay, so the black one is going to the 3200 XL and the grey one is going to the CD3000i. Now the CD3000i is one of the earlier models made in 1993, which hasn't got the sampling inputs, but conveniently it's got the CD-ROM player. So what I was hoping to do was to load samples from the CD player onto the S3200 XL. Okay, so let's get to it. So let's switch on the power. You want to go to SCSI. Now, as you can see at the moment, I've got local, which is the CD3000i, connected to SCSI ID 6 and remote ID 6 as well. So what I want to do, I want to leave the local ID the same as 6 and I want to change the remote to 7. So let's just flip over. Okay, so that's all set there. Now, let's go across to the 3200 XL. So switch it on. Now, this has got a nice new screen on it. That's why it's a lot easier to see. And the first thing we want to go and do is go to MIDI. Okay, and then you want to go to SCSI over here. And as you can see, I've got the local set to 6 and the remote set to 6. So remember previously the CD3000i, I had local set to 6. Okay, so what I want to do here is change the local to 7. So let me just do that. Swap that over. There we go. Great. Now we're all set up. So now what I'd like to do is utilize the CD-ROM player, okay, to load some samples to the 3200 XL. So let's go and grab, work it in. So that's loading there. Let's go across to the 3200 XL. So what we want to do is to go to the load screen. And what we want to do, we want to go to SCSI. And what you can see, I've got SCSI ID, so I've got local set to 7, and which is correct. And I've the drive SCSI, which is the CD-ROM. I want to set that to 4 because I know that the CD-ROM is set to 4. So I'll just swap that over to 4. Now I'm all set to go. So what I can do is basically go back to my load screen. We can see that the light is flashing on the Akai CD3000. So what we want to do is press the load. And that's flashing. And what we can see here is I've got, I think this old vintage sim samples. So what we're reading now is directly from, so this is the 3200 XL, okay? And the information on this disc is being read from the CD-ROM of the CD3000. There we go, we can see we're just swapping all the volumes up. Okay, and then we can just go in. We can go. We can load the entire program if we sample or programs only. Cursor programs and samples. Let's see how it works. Let's see if it's working properly. So I'll just go. So as you can see, we're loading the samples. And we're done. Program's been loaded. We can go to single, see if it's in there. And then we go TB303 base. So then what I can do is actually save that to the SCSI drive. So let me just demonstrate that. So what we can do now is save that program I've loaded from the CD-ROM onto my zip drive. So the way to do that is just press save. Go to SCSI again. Now, the drive SCSI ID is shown as 4. That's the CD-ROM. What we want is 5, because I know that is actually the zip disk. So I'll swap it over to 5. Okay. Now, let's go over to save. And the zip drives come on. And it's asking me what I want to save. Cursor programs and samples. Okie dokie. So I'll just press this one. I can save that program on to the zip drive. So I've just got to press go here. And we're saving the samples to the zip. And it's already done it. So now let's try and access the samples and programs from the zip drive. Okay, which I've already saved before from the 3200 XL. So what we need to do is go to disk. So let's go to load. Open that volume. Let's scroll down, see if we can see our TB. There we go, TB base, so I can load that directly into my sampler. So it's quite a convenient way if you've only got one zip disk and you've got one of the Akai samplers such as CD3000 or CD3000i, which is handy because it's got this compact disc player in there, the CD-ROM. So you can load your samples directly into another sampler. So you need 2 SCSI cables and just one zip disk, or if you've got a hard drive. So that can be shared quite conveniently between the 2 samplers. The only thing you must remember is you've got to change the SCSI IDs, so they must all be different. Thank you for watching.